welcome back to Retro Pop 99. I'm Jamie, and he is Trevor. Trevor, a couple of days ago, there was a surprise from all of the Bitboy fans. There's a new handheld dropping. Have you seen this device yet?
I have a little bit on it. I of the previous Bitboy that came out, I know for me it was a little bit smaller screen for my liking, and I also read some negative things about the screen tearing, which supposedly they did kind of try to fix, I think, in an update they did. But this one looks a little bit more powerful. Also, they're referencing it can play PS1 games pretty well. Also a bigger screen and a bigger device overall. So caught my interest, compared to the previous one. I wasn't as interested because it was a little bit too small for me.
Right. And that was the Pocket Go, which was the upgrade from the Bitboy. Now, the Pocket Go, you say you don't like the size, but that was one of his main selling points. Just something to pick up in your pocket. It'll fit in any pocket, literally.
Yeah.
And for quick sessions, like you're waiting in line at a Giant Eagle or a supermarket, it's perfect. It'll almost feel like a keychain, to be honest with you. It really is that small.
Yeah.
This new one, right now, the only name we have for it is the new Pocket Go JZ4770 Retro. It's not going to keep that name, I hope. If they do, it's a horrible marketing decision.
Yeah.
You need to get this thing a decent name. But you're right. It is a 3.5-inch screen. That's up from the Pocket Go. It's like a 2.5-inch screen, I believe.
Yeah.
Now, you're right. They're also saying that this will play PS1 games legit, like really play them well. Now, the only video I saw on YouTube of this game, of it playing PS1 games, was a Castlevania side scroller on the PS1. Let's be honest, that's not really a 3D game. That's not really going to fix any system, I'd imagine. And I would hope that they would have resolved the Game Boy Advance screen tearing issues as well. So, I mean, I've always liked these devices. You've been a little lukewarm on them. Do you think you might try this one out?
I might give this one a shot. I prefer, if I have my ideal screen size, it's probably Nintendo Switch size. So that's probably the minimum I really, really want. But I would give this one a shot with the higher specs. PS1. I think the PS1 games are a little bit more in depth versus, the Retro Flag device you and I both have. I picked it up to play Tyson's Punch Out or a quick Mario Brothers 2 or 3, but nothing I get real in depth with. Some of the PS1 games have a little bit more, depth to them.
Right. Now, this device looks to be twice the size of the Pocket Go, I believe. Yeah, it's almost twice as big as the Pocket Go. Now, for that size increase, though, you are getting a few upgrades. Obviously, the larger screen is the biggest upgrade, but you're also getting 2 more trigger buttons, left, right, 1 and 2, and 3, 4. So, and it's got a joystick. It's got a joystick on the left side also. A little thumbstick. I'm looking forward to it. I've always been a fan of these handhelds. I probably got 7 or 8 of these things now, and the count just keeps going up. I know it's crazy, but they've all got different uses for me, and I just like collecting gadgets. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. There's no release date yet. I've seen, at least I don't know when it's coming out, but I'm looking forward to it. It's on my radar definitely. You guys can expect an unboxing and a review from us definitely on this device when it hits the market. Trevor, you mentioned Pocket Genesis also. What do you know about this device?
Well, not the Pocket Genesis, the Genesis Mini.
Genesis Mini.
So
okay.
yeah, what the Genesis Mini basically, it's kind of like Sega's response to the Nintendo Classic or the Super Nintendo Classic or the PlayStation Classic. It's kind of their system that they're putting on, loaded with like 40 retro games.
Right.
I'm excited for this because I always was a Sega fan growing up. I mean, Sega, the Genesis was my second gen. I mean, I had a Nintendo, of course, but between Super Nintendo and Genesis, I played the Genesis way more than the Super Nintendo.
Right.
In this system, I know the games that come on it, some people were kind of griping about. It doesn't have Mortal Kombat, which to me is a Genesis staple because it was the first time I saw a home system play an arcade type game like that had everything you wanted in it that Mortal Kombat had,
Right.
Plus the Maddens that were on it, I think were better than they were on Super Nintendo. And, the only kind of little gripe I have with it is the US version of the Genesis Mini is only coming with the Genesis 3 button, not the Genesis 6, but a company called Retrobit is selling a 6-button Genesis controller that you can get. So, which I think is, I mean, a necessity. So, with that, if you buy 2 of them, it's probably going to run you and put you back about $120. But the nice thing about this, you keep in mind it's going to be hackable, just like the
Yeah,
classic
no
was
doubt.
on the Nintendo,
No.
just like the Super Nintendo, just like the PlayStation we both hacked. You're going to be able to add everything to it, and then to me, it's totally worth it. So, I'm pumped for this system. I'm really excited for it. I like Sega. We've talked before in a previous video or the other day about Dreamcast stuff.
Right.
I liked Sega systems, and I'm hoping that this sells well, and then you see a Saturn Mini someday or a Dreamcast Mini. Like I'm hoping that day comes.
Right. We'll wait and see, man. We'll wait and see. Well, that will do it for this quick episode, quick hitter. Trevor, you want to add anything else before you close this thing out?
Nope, nothing for me.
Cool. Guys, stay tuned for more videos from us on a wide range of topics and devices and retro stuff in general. But we'll also do the reviews of the modern consoles as well. So it'll be a well-rounded site once we're up and running completely here. With that being said, we are out for tonight. Trevor, I'll talk to you, man.
Later.